am Barbara Mendes, and I'm going to describe myself, but I'm going to have to cut forward and backward a little bit. Starting with the backward.
Very excited. We're ready.
So yeah, we're here at Barbara Mendez's.
Who's ready for some appetizers?
And, we got Nikki here.
Hello, hello. Roast tacos.
We got Marla.
Hello.
And we're just like loving it here in Barbara Mendel's, basically her house. And we're about to go down into the gallery.
Mendez.
What did I say?
Mendel. But it's okay, she's like a Mandela.
Welcome to the gallery. I'm Barbara Mendes. I'm an artist. And you're sort of in Ivan Gallery and also in Barbara Mendes Gallery. So come on in and have a look around.
They could soar all around and above us while we're still here on the ground. He could look her deeply in both eyes when he's got something to say, and she respond with a smile and thanking our God for looking away. And what if science can't prove us the reason why we should pray every day. We should pray every day, you know.
And that's what the book is going to tell the story. And you know what I want to do? I'm going to just tell you the story of the book of Daniel. And you can see all the pictures. So Anne, you might want to go around and see. So do you know when the story begins? I didn't make certain things to happen. There was a movement called the Haskalah in the 1800s in Russia, where was invented Jewish people who didn't do everything Jewish. These are the people that I came from. That I'm Jewish, but I didn't know anything about Judaism growing up. But I was always a spiritual seeker. It's called Rapture. I met through my first husband was a musician. I met great people. So this guy, Isaac Bird, was a gospel musician out of Clearwater, Florida. And he made this instrumental piece called Rapture. I have it on tape, like, so outstandingly amazing that this whole painting was born from it. Then God set this up, like in '92, I was painting outdoors, and the guy said, I want you to paint my synagogue. I go, I'm Jewish, I'll do it. And then everything was set up for me to learn Judaism. There was a free yeshiva, I had the most awesome teacher in the world, and I entered a 20-year period of painting from the Bible. It's 6 narrative chapters and 6 visionary chapters. It starts with chapter 1, goes around to chapter 6, and I'm going to tell all the stories on August 30th because they're great. But I'll point out the famous ones, such as the fiery furnace, such as the writing on the wall, such as Daniel in the lion's den. And really I learned so much, and I was able to this day to bring it to other people. Now I'm on a cusp, now I'm going the other way to a more worldwide way. Because all through the very beginning I've held that I'm a woman, I'm the one in touch with the mystical forces. Like for example, my daughter, she was supposed to die in '74, case closed, Columbia Presbyterian. They were in tears, the doctors, but she lived 33 more years. Go figure. And only I live on miracles. I really can't share with the public, but like you would just like really be amazed if you knew how I live on miracles. Now this, Shannon, it's a long story. It's the 3rd book in the Bible. When I became religious at age 45, I did like a mural of the 1st book, then I did a mural of the 2nd book, which is in Jerusalem. And the way I do it is I take an English Hebrew Bible and I draw. It took a whole year. I draw every single sentence in the book of Leviticus, the 3rd book. We call it Vayikra. See, it's like, because I have to understand visually. I have to understand what is happening in this verse. I really also come from Women's Lib. Now, in 1920, the women got the vote in this country. So when I was born in '48, the women were only voting for 28 years. Now, I could tell you something that happened 28 years ago, like some of these paintings I showed you earlier. It's a short time. 28 years. It's not that long. So what happened in 1970? Women's Lib. I grew up in the 50s with Mrs. Beaver as the role model. And when I was a young teenager, it was said that a woman could choose. You had to be an artist or have a family. You could not do both. So I was one of the first women to say, the hell with that. I'm sure I can have babies and be an artist too. But like you try raising a family without taking care of all this stuff, that we would have these babies without all our care, and they make their little blocks into giant cities. And I love the juxtapositions, of course, the cars and things on stilts, but with the women and the life force and the elephants and the angels. And everywhere I went when I made this painting, I collected angels, which I'm kind of doing now too.
It's not so much the
I have a plate in my hand right now. You have a group of stuff.
Woo! I'm the picture lady.
I have a...
I know! So I wanted to be, I'm supposed to be Picasso, and I'm still bucking for it because I have the female vision. But guess what? For 67 years, everybody hates my cuts because I'm not doing what they do. And I also have a one world vision. When the women of all around the world, her and our spiritual wisdom, which after all we're the ones in charge of raising all the humans in the world and bearing them in our body, you want to hear from us about spirituality? On that day, the people's ears will open and I'll have a lot to tell them. Meantime, I'm packing it into my art, and whoever comes to the gallery, this is what I talk about. But did they listen to women? No. But now I'm 67, did I make women's live? No. Did I make who I am? No. I'm just a product of who I am, but I'm not shutting up.